Good afternoon to you. This is State of the Nation. The entire crew is in studio trying to connect all the cables. Now we online and on air. This is State of the Nation on True FM 96.1. My colleague Magdalene is out and about participating in Women Insecurity Challenge. What's the best way out? Question and answer. I told you Magdalene is on fire. Liberia is on the rising. Good afternoon to you. This is State of the Nation. My name is Koluba Siafa, and I'm going to be here up to 5 o'clock. Madeline might likely join me around 3 o'clock, but she's on official assignment downtown Monrovia. I'm told is about challenges and prospects for women in security. Question and answer moment. She's part of the panelists discussing the challenges um, in the security sector. So I got that already. Thank you so much, Magdalene. She sent me a link and we're going to talk a little bit about it. But this is State of the Nation. As I said, my name is Chris. Today is what? December 4, 2023. We got 21 days to Christmas, much publicized Christmas. I'm sorry for those of you who so much spent. My family and I, we reduce our expenditure and increase it for New Year. Reduce expenditure for Christmas because we still can be convinced religiously that our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ was born on the 25th day of December. It is man-made. So if I reduce my expenditure and live normally, I am not, it is not a blasphemous or action against the Most High. And I'm still looking for the scripture references. But, well, December 1 is New Year's Day. And guess what? On the first day of December, or January, on the first day of January, I'm just 8 days away from my birthday. So my birthday comes so early, not many people can observe. But by the grace of God, on January 9, 2024, I'll be 50 years old. It's a golden jubilee. Wheresoever you are, don't forget to join the celebration. It's going to go across the country from one point to the other, from Vanjama to Harpov. From Vanjama to Barclayville, from Harpov to Cape Mount, from Banga to Monrovia. All the four sides of the earth, dividing Liberia, will all be celebrating with me. Golden Jubilee. And those of you who have spoken negatively on age, man, you don't know what it means to reach. You don't know what it means to reach. Oh, man. 2 weeks ago, we had to bury a child who could not see his first birthday. Then somebody has problem with somebody who is at 79. Yeah? Anyway, this is State of the Nation. We got a lot to tell you today. We don't have any guests in studio, but so many things where people have been trying to keep you from understanding or hearing it. I'm going to open it up today. I will open it up, and I want all of you to help me pray, to pray for me. Some people have been keeping this information from you, or this information from you. You deserve to know. You deserve to know. You know, when we play this teaser, it's not a teaser. Corruption. I just played before I came on. It has just disappeared. And yes, corruption. Sorry. You don't know what this has done. You don't know what it has done. As a matter of fact, the Anti-Corruption Commission boss was here this morning in observance of International Anti-Corruption Day, a day that's supposed to be celebrated with befitting programs held by all governmental entities or even those who are against corruption. Listen to this one. I took this one from, this is it? Kopo, you need to come in studio to find me this corruption message. They don't want you to hear some of these things, and I will brave the storm to hear it, for you to hear it, because over the years, we've made ourselves the sacrificial lamb. We were tested. We were given offers. We rejected it. That is to keep information from coming to you. We are in the moment that some people never wanted to reach, and the moment the majority of Liberian people wanted to reach, and then at the end of the day, they will form synergies. So before we go there, I will take the commercials. Of course, it has to be Orange Liberia, Liberia's #1 GSM company, making the internet connectivity as simple as ABC. This is Orange Liberia. Here we are.
Router, fast-speed internet, and 4-hour data pass. I have no excuse to not get one router in my house. Yeah, let me run 9 to 40 for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy a football data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Router, fast-speed internet, and 4-hour data pass. I have no excuse to not get one router in my house. Yeah, let me run 9 to 40 for me and the family.
Get your home internet router from any Orange store or POS around the country and enjoy affordable data packs that start from $9 for 10 gigabytes valid 30 days to $59 for 125 gigabytes valid 30 days. There's a pack for everyone. Enjoy using the fastest speed internet. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
We don't worry about the data connection at all. There's a package for me. There's a package for you. There's a package for everyone. Small data set. I can reach out my West and enjoy with confidence.
To activate, dial *888# or subscribe via My Orange app. $1 gives you 50 minutes on net calls and 5 minutes off net calls, or the same dollar gives you 500 megabytes of data. Valid 24 hours. Enjoy using the best mobile network, certified by Ookla second time in a row. Visit our website, www.orange.com.lr, or call 111 for more information. Brings you closer to what matters. Orange.
Hey Dennis, how are you and the family?
Not too okay, man.
What's wrong, bro?
Since my lady and I got back home, we have been sick and tired of just being home all day, seeing the same people and having the same conversation over and over.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that, bro. But haven't you heard about Single Palace weekend getaway for two for just $300 United States dollars?
No, what is it? Tell me more.
Okay, so Single Palace says you and that special person can check in on Friday evening and have dinner, and then on Saturday you are open to breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and also on Sundays you can have breakfast and lunch before you check out, all in that same amount.
That's the therapy I need right now. Give me the location quick.
Single Palace is located right on the Tubman Boulevard, Congo Town. For more info, you can contact Single Palace on their social media pages on Facebook Facebook at Single Palace and on Instagram at Single Palace. Better still, you can call the following numbers: 0777-300085 or 0555-750085.
Sweetheart, stop backing our overnight bed right now. Cinco parties, here we come.
Welcome to the true meaning of hospitality.
Okay, so before I go into that, we're going to be having also, let me just talk a little bit about this forthcoming legislative staff training. We are getting overwhelmed by the number of people wanting to participate. Today, we had to turn back and painstakingly turn back some of the participants. They thought today would have been the commencement, but we had to adjust it to wait for the certification of representatives elect and the senators elect. Yes, so the office of representative elect District 3, Grand Bassa County, Representative elect Banks, we sincerely apologize. Your office, incoming office staffers were here fully in preparation to get the first day lecture, but we had to adjust it to wait based on suggestions from some of the lawmakers who are incoming. Some of them said they have not even find their office staff members, so we should give them time, and they are willing to participate. Banking institutions are knocking our doors that they want to form partnership because these office staffers, some of them may be in government employ and have experience, direct deposit, and some are coming and will be for the first time in the employ of government, and we need reputable banking institutions. So the banks will come there to sell their product. So you see, lawmakers, representative in waiting. I know you're so much tied down with who becomes the next speaker. We set that out for tomorrow. But as I told the folks this morning, an effective lawmaker is equivalent to an effective office staffers. So that is coming up. And this is how it's going to be. This is the reason. This morning I was on the TBS. I had to come hurriedly to announce to those who were on their way and those who have already come to forgive us that we were making adjustment, upward adjustment in the date. But trust me, we are fully equipped to host this legislative staff training as we've always planned. It's under the auspices of the Advanced Media Consultancy. Your humble servant is the founder and chief executive officer. This is it.
Article 1 of the Liberian Constitution gives the power to the people to remove existing lawmakers and replace them with new ones where they see it fit. Now, the people's power has been demonstrated by electing their respective representative to the legislature. These lawmakers are entitled to at least 15 office staff members, both at the capital and their electoral district or counties. A strong lawmaker, however, depends on a trained, informed, and organized office staff. He's a Democrat, he's Republican, there's a fight in the race. The Advanced Media Consultancy announces a 3-day-long legislative staff training for incoming legislative staff members. The training covers basic legislative office management, research, record-taking, website administration, draft communication, and consultancy visit planning. Dear lawmakers, send your incoming staffers for the 3-day-long training that will eventually make representation easier with effective office. Try us today and let your constituents tell you thank you new leader.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country, your country, your country.
It's a 3-day legislative staff training workshop under the auspices of the Advanced Bidding Consultancy. Congratulations to all 15 senators and 73 representatives elect. Go and serve with pride, dignity, and integrity. The re-election in 2029 begins right now. Take advantage. For more information, call 0775 144 278 or 0777 2553 819. President Tubman once said, live with people as if tomorrow were elections. Don't miss this opportunity.
Always say, just be true to what you said on paper.
Okay, so that's it. It's coming up very soon, right after the certification. Now, let me see. Before I get into what I want to tell you today, let me go to Magdalene to talk to her about what's happening. She's attending a symposium on what the women in the security sector are going through, the challenges and the prospect. Let me see what I can. Magdalene? Hello? Magdalene?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so yes, you're on, and let's. How are you?
No, I just arrived at immigration at Mama Point. We are here. We haven't started yet, but anything I will get to you soon.
Okay, please do that.
Arrived, yeah.
Please do that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's take this one, and this is it.
Disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in a state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent, it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives. Wealth is grabbed into the greedy, grubby hands of those who get fat on the toil and labor of good people. Corruption benefits only temporarily those who participate in it. Everyone else is a victim of the theft, the deceit, the dishonesty, and the lies that corruption feeds on. You need to know that a corrupt person is stealing from you. Corruption is filthy work and despicable acts of treachery done under the table and behind closed doors. Corruption is a disgusting shame. Corruption keeps a nation back from true development and from progress. Wise investors steer clear of a corrupt environment. They would rather put their resources into a place where the playing field of opportunity is equal for all and not bent towards feeding the financial lust of corrupt, lying, cheating, thieving politicians and government officials. How many wonderful development projects have been lost because the investors didn't want to do business in a swamp of evil? When those great projects go to another nation or to some other place, we all lose. Believe me when I tell you that corruption steals from you.
So before we go into these topics, let me have my prayer in song.
We cry for peace. Lord, we cry for love. In His name, I'll tell you, no water can put us fire. We cry for peace in South Africa. We cry for peace.
most of the time when I'm getting into these kind of risk-taking commentaries, dialogue, monologue, I'd always share with my wife, and she'll tell me, you know what, I want to tell you, leave this one. And I would defy her. I said, no, I would say it for the benefit of the Liberian people. And so since I know she will always tell me to leave it, this one I didn't tell her that I was going to go into some of these things today. This is State of the Nation for the better of Liberia. No one is a sacred cow. President Weah, I pity your condition right now.
I'm not going to give you no information. NEC bringing 300, I think they have brought 318 transformers in the country. Total power is somewhere to talk over here. The SAR, where it should go. The area they believe that will go to for the period every day. I will not say a leg. I tell you, you see it. Anywhere they carry transformer, they will pay them for a what? Say, anywhere, anyone need the 500 out there, no after him, Tifa. You will see, only come for a campaign, get 500 out, no in it. Country, you're not aware, because you're not aware, anywhere come for a goal, you can't want to 10 million of Brenda. I've been to America 7 times. I really stayed there to say I will receive opportunity. I came back because when I leave this country, the love for the country, they bring me back. Until the first time I went to America, of course, I'm coming back. I don't know, my mother said, go back to Liberia, go put 125 and came back. Step up your game, Mr. President, or else you'll be one-time president. I can assure you, if the country continue on the trajectory, the people vote against you, don't let it happen you. They will vote against you. You will see it on December 8th, the way they will people in the government country. The people around you, they're misleading you. Some of them marketing, misleading you. They're misleading you. I will meet a union party by the zero Canada. The people that are running to job, we are part of the very weak. All understand that we are able to eat. We say today and there we are. We're running after the 20 cities. You know that? That's for your friend. Who disparity Eddie today? Disparity Eddie. I want no job. I want where you government. Where am I okay?
Okay, so that's going to be our lead for today. In 2020, leading towards the midterm election, this guy, a one-time classmate of mine, Adventist High School, 9th grade then, 10th grade, Robert Ernest Wilson, prophesied what would have happened in 2023, 3 years ahead. He said this, all that happening right now. I will take him on the line when we are about to discuss the subject matter. I will take him on the line when we are about to discuss the subject matter. This one. Hear the tone of his voice. He's listening. And I contacted him just before I came on. Listen. And all that he predicted are coming to pass.
Step up your game, Mr. President, or else you'll be one-time president. I can assure you, if the country continue on the trajectory, the people vote against you, don't let it happen you. They will vote against you. You will see it on December 8th, the way they will treat you in the government council. The people around you, they're misleading you. Some of them are getting misleading you. They're misleading you. I will meet a union party by the zero Canada. The people that are running to job, we are part of the very free. All of us, this better we are able to keep. They say today and there we are. They run here for the 20 cities. You know that? That's for your friend. Who disparity Eddie today? Disparity Eddie. I want no job. I want where you government. Where am I okay?
Okay, so as I said, that's going to be our lead. But for now, it's 5 minutes after 3 o'clock. Is updated on the transitional process ongoing in our country. Here is the one that leads us to. We will all prevail. We will
production crew of State of the Nation presents the Transitional Information Center, a segment on your best afternoon platform. The Transitional Information Center is intended to keep you abreast with all you need to know about the processes leading to the peaceful transfer of power from the CDC-led government to the UP-led government. It's the Transitional Information Center, a one-stop shop of news and information on the political and legality of the national event. John Christopher Seelle and Magdalene Saah is your Transitional Information Center right here on State of the Nation each weekday leading to the inauguration in January. I'm Odile from Mr. Section.
Okay, so you heard it. So at this time, we're supposed to be giving you briefings from the transitional information process, but we created this platform. It is void of the committee setup. We see responsible to give you updates, and that update is usually starting with this song. Is usually starting with this song. Sorry, I need to find it. Yeah, usually starting with this song. Done by Sonega Diabo and Tamba Boakai. Of course, what is it called? Oh, sorry about that. I saw it here just now. I don't know. My people, you'll forgive me. I'm not too okay today. Yes, man. I'm fever. I just experienced some, feverish stuff just this morning when I woke up from bed, and I didn't want to stay back. Yeah. So, by the time, let me just find it. Okay, I'll find it, play it. I'll play it later. Yeah. So, and as I said, this is State of the Nation. Here we are. As part of today's presentation, we're going to be looking at the Transitional Information Center. Of course, we are in that one now. President-elect Joshua Yima Boakai is in the United States with First Lady, incoming First Lady, Katumu Yata Boakai. They are meeting, according to the Analyst newspaper online, they are meeting investors and Liberian politicians in the United States. Portion of the trip will tell Liberian politicians thanks for standing by him, and then we'll be meeting some investors. Let me just read a few lines, and then we'll move on. As a matter of fact, the transitional team is working, and they want to be tight-lipped. And unless we can speculate, it's another way of getting news. Those of you who are not media-trained people, another way of getting news from these people who love for everything to be close, which sometimes leads to corruption, is the one you just speculate. And when you speculate, those of you who are students of journalism, when you're speculating, make sure you have at least 45% truism in your speculation. The rest of it will come outside. It's like those of you who are hunters. When you see the opossum in the bush, and it slips in a hole, right? Unless, because it travels at night. It is not an animal that travels in the day. And you walking about in the day, you find it. Those of you who don't know, opossum is like a giant rat. We call it giant rat. Yeah? So you close the escape route and then pour fire to the main route and smoke it. It will come outside. It will come outside. Yeah, it's going to come outside. Joe Boakai in the U.S. That's all. It will come outside. Let me give you an update. Since the transitional team was formed and they've all met, there has been no press conference yet. They want to leave you in the loop. Please, from Boakai in the U.S. They want to leave you in it, and then you just get surprised. How many of you even know when is the day for inauguration? When is the day for inauguration? Has it been announced? That is a national holiday. Yeah? Though it's not on the calendar, But it's a national holiday. Something somebody supposed to know because it is being the same way you have the 10th of the second Tuesday in an election year is election day. So that election, we don't have election on Saturday, no Sunday, no Monday, no Wednesday, no Friday, no Tuesday. Tuesday. But we try to find all these things. So President-elect Joseph Yuma Boakai is in the United States. And I saw a picture he and his wife, and they're meeting Liberian politicians next. On the agenda, they're going to meet investors. American companies wanting to invest in Liberia. They want to meet them. They want to meet them. And I don't know when the president-elect is supposed to be returning, but I'm told it's confirmed that on the 8th of December, all elected officials have to appear at the National Elections Commission for certification. So I can safely say the president-elect, those of you who speculating all over here, he's out for 3 weeks. No, for me, with the time frame set by the NEC, I don't think the president-elect will miss the certification. So it is safe to say he's going to come before December 8th to be certificated. Some of you are on the radio again that Boakai has gone for treatment. Some of you are very hard to learn lesson. Some of you are hard to learn, and some of you when it's just go do one ultrasound, the number of sicknesses you'll find in your body, and you think you're well because you're passing around. Just free medical. Let's just go to area. I don't like this kind of problem. Just go do your own medical. Leading to the election, I was feeling some kind of way. I said, I want to go do my ultrasound. And when I did forensic, when I saw what was building all in my own body, cholesterol. See the line and see the safe side and the risky side. Some of you don't even go for checkup, then you hold it on somebody's health, I was just reading an article in January of this year. It's almost 1 year ago. A paper reporting despite poor health, Boakai still wants to contest. This poor health man is the same man who has come to win. All of us who are healthy. Let me put it that way. Y'all ready again? Y'all ready? So let's begin. That's just an update on the transition. Boakai is in the US. You come to be certificated. The House of Representatives, the Senate, they are inside one another to find a pro tem and a speaker and deputy speaker. From the Senate, a pro tem, from the House of Representatives, a speaker and a deputy speaker. So let me begin, since we're in the anti-corruption week, let me begin with this one. How many of you know that the Anti-Corruption Commission has set December 12 as the deadline for all presidential appointees to declare what it refers to as exit asset declaration? Do you know that? The radio stations that have served as government mouthpiece, they are downplaying this information. And we will avail ourselves, our platform, to let you, the Liberian people, know that December 8th, 8 more days from now, all presidential appointees should declare their exit asset. How will you declare an exit asset when you didn't declare an intro asset? How? When we told them to declare by law, some people thought power was in their hand and they didn't care, they were not answerable to anyone. Okay, now power is leaving. You got no option. If you don't do it, what we see with you, we say you got it when you were working. Let's see your salary. If it doesn't match with what you have, we'll seize it and issue eminent domain, maybe, or sell it and pay renovate government institutions here. I was just looking at a rare comfortable bus, DAS, D. Ansu Sony Foundation, a school in Virginia area. He has a bus to pick up the students, fully AC, tinted, with window curtains. If an individual can own a bus for a school owned by that individual, what's about the government of the Republic of Liberia that would not own a bus for Boswan, Tottenham, G.W. Gibson, Buffet High School, Vonjaman Multilateral, Zwadru Multilateral, Habel Multilateral? If an individual can procure a bus for a school owned by them and working in government, why you think the government cannot own a bus to commute or transport government-run school students? I don't know what's the problem. I'll just tell you somebody when we're coming to work this morning. I'll just tell you the person. So how big is this to procure a bus by an individual? A government cannot be able to procure it. It worries anybody who means well. LSCC sets December 12th as deadline for exit asset declaration. Deadline for exit asset declaration. When we're deputy at LBS, one of the least pressing in terms of portfolio that I saw declare asset, because he and I deliver our asset declaration to James Nangwe. James Nangwe got confused about, because it was from director level, from director to presidential. Director is not presidential anyway. But the code of conduct says, don't worry, I'll open the line. We all have a conversation today. I decided not to take guests today. Just don't worry. So we fill in and we deliver it together. Because our delivery number was in sequence from me to him. I just told you people, I'm not please give me the charger. Let me put this phone. Because we deliver it together. So when they were certificating us, they call us for our certificate. And an anti-corruption campaigner working with the LSCC deliver our certificate. And Nangwe received on my behalf and brought it to my office that you have certificatorily declared. What did I enter government with? An LD, when I was declaring asset, when I was at the mansion, no, I didn't declare. It was not. But when I was here now, I declare a foundation, a 3-bedroom foundation, and a maroon Pathfinder, 2nd generation Pathfinder Jeep. That's what I declare. And when we're leaving, we declare exit. But then I had window bars now on the window, not plaster, fix one room inside for me, one for the children, and I declare it. This is what I got while working in government. So if we did it, why you can't do it? You would not. You don't want. Not that you don't want to do it, but you didn't start it. You never started it. When we used to tell you to declare asset, you thought, oh, but we're angry because you took us from government or public service. Oh, these people are just angry. Now you see what's happening? December 8th, every day I come here, and I will sacrifice my life. Every day I come here, I will announce and remind you that you need to declare your asset latest December 12th midnight. Your exit asset. And beginning tomorrow, in fact, I already downloaded all the government ministers. Government ministers, state-owned enterprises, their head. I will be naming you people by name. And I will send my reporters to LACC. Whosoever has done the exit asset, that will furnish me with the information. I will announce you as well. I say, this is the person who is living by the law. The Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission has set December 12th. You know how I got it? It was a press conference. A press conference. The LACC called a press conference. That's why when the woman came here today, the councilor, the LACC chair, I decided not to go. I saw her, a photo of a young woman who wants to, turn things around for the better. I decided not to go to meet her officially to introduce myself because I don't want anybody politicize this asset declaration thing. These people had a press conference, but some of the stations, I'm not saying all, that serve as, because that's how they divided us, pro and anti, pro-government, anti-government. Some of those stations that serve as pro deliberately killed the story because some of their benefactors will be affected by this one. And now, guess what? Those who are seen or were seen as anti are the ones now providing their platform for the good thing to happen in keeping with law and order. LACC declares, Today Observer did a very nice story of it. But how many persons read newspaper, by the way? Yes, the paper is responsible and publish it. But how many persons can read? Now, the institutions we depend on to amplify this position by this government renege on. Renege, so we will pick it up and do their work, the one they're being paid for. This is it. Declare your asset, exit asset, latest December 12 midnight. On the 13th, for me, I the one now will go to LACC to ask. It gave me the list of those who have complied. Declare your asset latest December 12, LACC on backs of outgoing government officials. Let me read the first paragraph. As the touch of transparency and accountability burns in the Liberian political mosaic. Let me see which paper is this. So, okay, the analyst. Let me get it the courtesy. Political mosaic. And every political regime often beats its chest for walking the walk. The embers of the rhetoric continues to flame every time. Now, the WEA administration, which also has claimed commitment to anti-corruption fight, is being put on the prism. A PRISM. Prism is a geometric or object, something like that. To consistent with policy, declare their asset before leaving office as they did. Though, when they came in, as the analyst reports, the Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission is holding them to the rules of the game and is left to see if folks will come clean on it. Do you have any option? Do you have any option? After perfecting its roadmap to rigid strategies on combating corruption with the new board of commissioners in place, the Liberian Anti-Corruption has issued a public notice to all outgoing officials of government to declare their assets before leaving office. My good friend Jalawa Tompo, Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, please, you are one of my dependables in this government. I know what you did for me when I lost my junior brother. You drove to me at JFK to receive his remains. You and I would never fallen apart, even when you were in government, unlike some of our close friends. Yourself, you raised eyebrow about how they behave to some of us. Jalawa Tompo, this is beyond you. Do the best. Don't wait for any minister proper or whatsoever. Come on, declare. Because when the rain shall have broken loose, when we start to read names, I don't want anybody to tell me, hey, my man, boy, that man are your own friend. And I have no doubt that this young man, who has been independent mostly of his life, will do so. You know the reason why I single out Jalawa Tompo at the MICAT? He's the only one I'm closer to at that place. Outside government, inside government, we've been friends for a very long time from the Department of Mass Communication at the UL. Then, where do I have another friend? Where? Which government? So I can... Nowhere. I have so many, but we all fell apart. So, December 12th, you the listeners, the day I come here, I forget to mention this December 12th deadline until December 12th midnight or on the 13th. Please call me and checkmate me. Say, Chris, you promised this one and you are not living up to it. I will bow down and apologize to you and start from where I stopped. So that's point number one. December 12th, all appointed government officials should declare their exit assets. Meaning, if you declare it, now we know if you came with this, how do you call it, the phone? I think no. My man. I don't use techno, I use button phone. If you declare this one, when you're leaving, it will see you with not smartphone, iPhone. How much does that iPhone cost? How much? If it is $5,000, now we say bring your salary. Well, reasonably, if you chose to buy a phone $5,000 and you don't have a home, that's your business. Let me tell you a little story. I've always said this story. I got stuck somewhere and I wanted a home before the Unity Party term expired. So I wanted to take loan to complete. There's one old man, because I always hat on him, David Coty. David Coty told me, Chris, listen to me, my son. Is he older than me, sir? Yes, he older than me, maybe, 20 years. But can 70-year-old man born 20-year-old? Really? Okay, I will accept. So, yeah, my guys are in studio. Ko say, yes, it's possible. And Cooper said, on the other side, I say, don't care about frisking on the difficulty. Yes. So, he said, you know what, my son? Don't take loan. If you work through all the week, you get one bag of cement. Go and sit down, let your mason lay or use that cement in your presence. it was left just by me going now to sign on to, and I'll be open. I put in for $27,000, and LBDR said it could only give me 21. But attached a risk that I was a presidential appointee, that I will be one of these days fired. What was the means that I would have used to pay the loan? That's where I got stuck. And I shared with wise people. David Coty told me, don't go about taking loan. And you know what? By the time I placed the window bars, the gate, I built the roads with my hands, and then dug a well, and the community current issued by CMJ, I connected my house. I told my children we have to move. We have to move. On some occasion, I had to sleep in the unfinished living room just to give the children comfort. I did all these things. I didn't want to live above my income, unlike some of you people. So, December 12th, LSCC, I'm your partner. I will give you free publicity on this platform to tell me who and who all have not declared as we move on to the deadline, the same deadline you said. Let's see what next. If they violate, let's see what, and this will make us to believe that you are a toothless bulldog or not under the new administration. If you take based on the action you will take. I feel with that one. Point number one. I enjoy myself today. Yeah, like I'm here today to be interfering. So we're going to the next one, the mining sector. Hey, Liberia. Hey, Liberia. Listen to this one again.
Or else you'll be wanting president. I can assure you, if the country continue on the trajectory, the people vote against you. Don't let it out of you. They will vote against you. You will see on December 8th, the way they will beat you in the Donald counties. The people around you, they're misleading you. Sametua Magdalene misleading you. They're misleading you. I remember the party by the people that are running to job, we are party because you win. All this kind of we are the key. They say today, we are. They're running instead of Johnny CDC. You know that? No. That's on your friend. Who discredit Eddie today? Discrediting Eddie. I'm on no job. I'm on wearing government. Why am I okay?
That's our lead on this segment of State of the Nation. How many of you know that the first Sunday after when he went to church, how many of you know that he granted an interview to Reuters News Agency? I beg you all. Reuters News Agency, right after the church service. Listen to what and it's about the money. So let me tell you people. The last time I was doing it comically, placing the speaker on the road and speeding. Maybe I need to play it. Sound of a speed? No, let me not waste your time. I didn't know until somebody in France sent me this link. Reuters News Agency. This is what Boakai, the interview he granted to Reuters News Agency. Listen to his plan.
It has said his administration will take a close look at mining concessions to ensure they benefit the country. Boakai was speaking in an exclusive interview on Sunday after defeating the incumbent President George Weah in a November 14th runoff.
To be very frank with you, the mining sector has been one of the most traveled in this country. In my lifetime, I've seen the mining sectors. I have seen them, our resources exploited, and I've seen the lives of the people remaining the same or worse for most of the areas where mining has taken place.
The former vice president campaigned on a promise to rescue Liberia, which is still recovering from the legacy poverty, unemployment, food
Liberians the responsibility to commit. If you commit something and we come in and we don't understand it, we have to find out what did you commit the Liberians to.
Several companies operate in Liberia's mining sector, including ArcelorMittal and Bauchico Resources. Liberia's economy grew 4.8% in 2022, driven by gold production and a relatively good rice harvest. However, more than 80% of the population, according to the World Bank, still faces moderate or severe food insecurity.
Okay. Did you hear that? Some of the entities we thought would have lifted this thing or buried it. Actually, it was Al Jazeera and Al Jazeera, Reuters news agency, republish it. You know what? Those of you who are in the mining sector, it's not a plan to get you off the job, Jobs will be created according to what workers said. But I don't fathom why a mining company, a $1 billion worth company, investing in my country's western region, will be exporting iron ore in trucks on a very narrow highway leading to a neighboring country. And some of those who are supposed to compel the mining company to live up to the agreement as passed by the national legislature, signed by the president and passed into handbill, they are renting trucks to the mining company. I'm talking about Western Cluster Liberia. They are renting, leasing trucks to that company that has destroyed the already damaged road. Who cares? As long as my pocket is green, well, to hell with the rest of the people. To hell with them. That is if it besides the point. But listen what's happening now. Let me come to read the real crux of our discussion. This is Africa Intelligence based in Paris, France. 29 November was published at 5:40 GMT. Liberia. George Weah launches investigation into mining contracts before handing over to Joseph Boakai. Just Google Africa Intelligence is an African online publication based in Paris. They got several articles on several African countries, including Liberia. Liberia media is on the mining. This is what they have to say. And I talked to them this morning. I wanted to know how authentic this information was. They said it's authentic. In fact, they led me to several links. Angola, Namibia, and I will play the Namibian first lady who has a definition of what is between the relationship between power and wealth. Those of you who every little thing they tell you to go do, you go do it. You now you don't eat 3 square meals a day, but you do the Western people plan that you execute. That they have their children in the West going to school. Instead of you going to school, you are behind bars because you want to, you don't want you, and the person who is the only difference is that the person is wealthier than you, and you don't even know whether it is you that the person corrupted to be wealthier than you. That's the only difference. But all of you are the same. Human being, 5 senses, all accurate. George Weah launches investigation into mining contracts before handing power over to Joseph Boakai. That's the title. Outgoing Liberian President George Weah has criticized his government and some advisors for duping him in order to benefit from the mining industry largesse. Before the new head of state takes over, he is trying to shed light on highly sensitive case of ArcelorMittal, Solway Mining, and HPX. Mr. Weah, I just hope you knew you could listen to people then, like this man. Yeah? Like this man. That's Robert Wilson. And you know, if you read this thing further, man, go and send me, print the one that has to do with Samuel Twe. Read the document. What Samuel Twe did to this president. Samuel Twe, your finance minister, who was inheriting a stable country, but lied that they met the coffers empty, and one of his greatest plan to execute to stabilize the country was to deny a radio station from coming on air. Liberia, we are heading for trouble. The trouble is that the money concession that the president is now investigating, if there is any attempt to undo it, we stand the risks of close to 1.5 billion damages. Have we ever hit $1 billion budget? No. I need to open this thing up and read the entire thing. Liberians will deserve better. Liberians deserve better. Let me open the entire thing. Okay. Let me open the link. I'm telling you. Right? Yes, please open it. Let me read a portion of it. Open. Yeah. Open. Let me tell you, I'll open the line, you will talk. This is it. I've read the opening already. Outgoing President George Weah, then we'll move on. So Weah, who lost to Joseph Boakai in the second round of Liberia's presidential election, is concerned about the maneuvering of some of his ministers involved with the mining sector. He has instructed his legal advisor, Archibald Bernard, to shed light on a number of sensitive issues, starting with the controversial transfer of an iron ore lesson from Swiss-based Solway Mining to steel giant ArcelorMittal. The Liberian government entered an agreement with Solway Mining, portion of the Niba Mountain. All of a sudden, the lesson was withdrawn and turned over to ArcelorMittal, the steel giant. Justice Minister Frank Musadin is expected to initiate an internal investigation requested by Solway Mining, which is led by Dan Brostein and its UK lawyer from Signature Litigation. However, the investigation is unlikely to get anywhere. Over the summer, Dane signed most of the deeds in favor of the group headed by Lashmi Mittal and his son Adaya Mittal, without apparently worrying about the risks of the mining lesson transfer being illegal under Liberian law. Transfer power. Let's move from there. We'll go to So we are angry. The president is angry. The president is angry. Okay, transfer of power. Under the same article, Africa Intelligence, we are seem suddenly anxious to settle this matter before handling over power on January 24. He is counting above all on Bernard, his legal advisor, one of the few members of his inner political circle whom he still trusts. One of the most sensitive issues to be resolved is the traceability of the $17.5 million supposedly paid by ArcelorMittal to Liberian state for Sowe lesson. So ArcelorMittal Sowe didn't lose the lesson on a free of charge basis, according to this publication. They had to pay ArcelorMittal, it cost Mittal allegedly $7.5 million. We are in Bwaka are now questioning where this money went. So you know the reason why I played this audio of the president-elect published by Reuters news agency? The old man might have gotten a tip off. So the president, outgoing and incoming, are now worried where this money went. Let's go on with the reading. They have begun to work together to ensure a smooth transition and continuity in the management of strategic issues. Finance Minister Samuel D. Twe Jr., who orchestrated the operation, is suspected of mismanaging the fund. Liberians, are you there? You know why I'm laughing? The way Koti, they Omega get serious. I swear he get serious. Yeah. Look at the text the man sending me. Even if you broadcast for your girlfriends, declare them. He's reminding his former friends. So let's move on. And I'll read this paragraph once again. I'm repeatedly pleading this young man's prophecy or projection because it's coming to light. Mr. Weah, you have around 30 days in office, or at least 40 days in office. You are investigating a mining contract. That's why I opened this segment by saying, I pity your condition. Well, I just wish you had listened to some of the people they refer to you as enemy of the state. Transfer of power. We are seemed suddenly anxious to settle this matter before handing over power on the 24th of January. He is counting above all on Bernard, his legal advisor, one of the few members of his inner political circle whom he still trusts. One of the most sensitive issues to be resolved is the traceability of the $17.5 million you supposedly paid by ArcelorMittal to the Liberian government for the Sowe lesson. Weah and Bwaka are now questioning where this money went. Those of you who thought you were playing with an inexperienced politician, a football player turned politician, you will bear the brunt of it. So, see how cooperative the outgoing president is. Yeah, you thought, as he said in his church, you thought you were doing it to him. You did it to yourself. Who knows? Very soon, somebody may just issue knee exit Republican. Don't leave until an audit is conducted on your stewardship at Minister X. I'm not saying it's official. I'm saying this could just happen. Because nobody knows that out of a sudden, ahead of election, a week or two, all of people start applying for diplomatic passport. Who does that? Who does that? And the media you depended on to propagate, you failed. They failed you. You admitted at Mika press briefing this just a few days, 2-3 weeks ago, Samuel Twe, that you lost the propaganda war because the propaganda by these missionaries were aimless. There's no subject, no body, no conclusion. Some of us who are public relations experts, we were seen as enemy of the states, or the state, sorry. Who told you in public relations you can't admit that we mess up? But these are the sources, these are the solutions that we've employed, and we bet you, give us 90 days, we'll rectify some of these mistakes. That it is an excellent display of classical public relations. Not to see the sheet wet on the thing he says is black. But that's why you people dance to. You're dance to that gallery. Eh? That public relation couldn't even, or propaganda couldn't save you when you went to mesmerize the angry students at G.W. Gibson. Let's go on. He is counting above all on Bernard, his legal advisor, one of the few members of his inner political circle whom he still trusts. One of the most sensitive issues to be resolved is the traceability. Where do we find it? 17.5 million, supposedly paid by ArcelorMittal to the Liberian government. To the Liberian government by Sowe lesson. Weah and Bwaka are now questioning where this money went. They have begun to work together to ensure a smooth transition and continuity in the management of strategic issues. Finance Minister Samuel D. Twe Jr., who orchestrated the operation, is suspected of managing or mismanaging the fund. For this part, the steel giant and its subsidiary, ArcelorMittal, AML, are also in the hot seat because of probable compliance failure and possible compromising behavior by some of its executives. One of those executives is James Colley, the AML ArcelorMittal person in charge of relations with the Liberian government. I don't know which James Colley is that, but he is, according to this publication, he is also the brother-in-law of the finance minister. ArcelorMittal has declined to respond to specific questions from Africa Intelligence, stating that ArcelorMittal always acts with the highest level of integrity everywhere we operate in the world, unquote. Unquote. The paper is also reporting details of Liberia's secret deal with ArcelorMittal revealed. This is the one that is going to hurt us if we're not mindful. This Swedish company, Sowe, is planning to file a $1.2 billion damages against the government of Liberia. Obviously, it is the breadwinner of any incoming government. So let's talk to Robert Wilson. Robert Wilson is the man. Yeah. Yeah. I'm enjoying the way your show is organized and being presented. The lone presenter of today's show. Well, I see there are a lot of things missing here, man. I can see my 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 co-presenter who makes sure everything is in studio. There are a lot of things missing out here. So no, I'm not taking. I said, let me talk to Robert Wilson. When Robert Wilson breaks his silence, then I'll get to you people, the Liberian people. I'll open the lines, and you will make your point. Trust me. This is our show. It is because of you people. I'm here. Let's listen while we try to connect. Robert Wilson is now live or on the line. Good afternoon to you, my brother. How are you?
Good afternoon, President Sani. Let me say good afternoon to people of Liberia. How are you this afternoon?
I'm good. This is you. Please listen. And this is 2.5 years down the line when you made this prophecy. Listen.
They show you if the country continue on the trajectory, the people vote against you. Don't let it out of you. They will vote against you. You will see on December 8th, the way they will beat you in the Durham County. The people around you, they're misleading you. Some to Magdalene misleading you. They're misleading you. I remember you party by the zero. The people that are running to job, we are party because you win. All this kind we are here to the key. They say today I let we are. They running instead of Johnny CDC. You know that? No. That's your friend. Who disparity Eddie today? Disparity Eddie. I want no job. I want work in government. Why am I okay?
Roberto, did you hear yourself this 2.5 years ago?
That was a prediction that today they have benefited me because I said the fact that President Weah was trading, he was speaking his political grade. He was doing things that were paradoxical to why he was elected. You see, Chris, presidents in the country and presidents who succeeded people, they made a lot of mistakes that those who are coming in or who came in must look at it and see how they can deviate from that past. The first president we are dead when he came to power was to ride a private jet always. I believe that private jet at times it is necessary, but not every time when you drive it. For example, the extraordinary session of ECOWAS. If something happens in Sierra Leone and they realize that they want to intervene immediately, they can call in 24 hours. They call in 24 hours. Based on that, because you're not able to use. Hello?
Yeah, you live, bro. Go ahead.
Okay. Because you were not able to get a flight in 24 hours, you could charter a jet to get you to the ECOWAS summit. I agree once in a while, but we are on the constant. Besides that, we are built for the two condominiums. According to him, he was millionaire when he came to power. He had 80 million. He broke a 9-street house down to rebuild it. These are things that Liberians were looking at and saying, no, this man is not ready to lead the country in the second term. We believe that.
But that is Mr. President's own his presence operation. But why were you naming Samuel Twe, McGill, and others, and their names are resonating in some of the most secret deals?
Chris, seriously, if you notice that when Nathaniel Macaulay and his deputy went to the national legislature, they were surprised the questions that they were asking them regarding the national budget. Say, this is the money you receive. You receive this money? And they were stunned. So they said, no, we don't know about the money. These are monies that were calculated in the budget, but disbursed, but not to empty. and other places. I agree some to anti-attack, but if you look at the American ambassador, the previous American ambassador, what he said regarding our health facilities, that they themselves gave money to countries. And when they went in the budget and saw in the budget, these countries got nothing. These are the fingerprints of Summit 12 that banking the national budget and sending it to personal use. Buying houses in Ivory Coast, in South Africa, that we all know, we got the photos. The order is coming, you're going to repair it in Nathaniel McGill. Was he had a private bank in his house.
Hello? Robert? Sorry, there's... Yeah, go on.
So many of them, we are himself contributed to him not to be re-elected. How can a president, based on our country's problem, how can a president check in Kosu on a Monday and go to Twitter result for a whole day and go dance Bukhara? Where do you see that thing happening? Where? And the problem I've got with President Weah, he had no independent mind in his cabinet. It couldn't be Ellie. I said, no, Crystal time told Ellie to her face. Several times, Madam President, they was wrong. When the lady did our National Disaster Commission chair in 2005, President Johnson Murray, she was just a minister. She told me, Madam President, you are wrong. Running Senator got so many people. There was no one to tell the president to his face on a Monday to go against Bukhara. Why would the president on Christmas Eve say, I wish that Merry Christmas, but these are all charges there. The president exhibits no level of competence for the presidency. Nothing. Look, Chris, I think I'll pay for airtime and come to your studio and give you 150 reasons why President Weah was not re-elected, and he contributed 165%.
Okay, so how do you see yourself now, having made these projections and they are coming as if it is calculatable? If there's any word like that, how do you see? You see yourself as a prophet or a political soothsayer?
I'm not a political soothsayer, I'm not a prophet, Chris. I just projected what was going to happen if Weah did not exist or what he was doing. And I can say this to you, I'm a UP partisan. I'm a UP partisan. I'm now an early supporter, neither of Boycott supporter, neither any of Jeremiah Poole supporter. I believe in my party. And I will not say surprisingly to think that we are good. And the president elect the president to come on January 22nd. That you will start that process. What are in and out of government, I'm going to criticize it. Take it from my word, record this again. If Ambassador Boycott decide to tread that path, I mean 1%, I even say 2, I will criticize him. Because this victory is not a Boycott victory, not a UP victory. The people of Liberia, generously from around the world, decided and said, this man is not good for our country. Let all of us collectively remove him. It's not a Boycott, UP, or anybody's victory. Liberian people decide that this disaster needs to move from our heads. So we collectively get it together and will not sit surprisingly and allow the UP government on a Boycott to try that apart. Watch it, listening. I will be a critical voice in the new dispensation of Liberia.
So, what? Let me ask you on this one, because you were talking about corruption, misleading, and stuff like that. The LACC has set December 12th as the deadline for all George Weah, President Weah's nominee or appointees to declare what the LACC calls asset declaration. You think it is in the red 14 or what people refer to as witch hunting?
Let me commend the LACC. They are trying to show some level of teeth that they can bite. But I can assure you, 99.9% of Weah's cabinet will not even listen to the LACC. Don't waste your time. 99.9% of them will not listen. The 1%, right? Maybe they might likely want to comply because of they were just in a little corner and they got nothing to show. But the government was really corrupt and deployable. They miss money economy, so they need to tell us how they are leading but they will not do it great. The president himself declared after secretly went behind the bars and said, I declare my asset, take the paper and put it in the packet. How will not declare asset? How? People need to lead by example. I always say that they don't say when the president took power in 2018, he started wearing purple suit. By the way, people started to wear the purple suit. I believe that people should lead by example. He led by example by bringing a purple suit. But what they did, he declared, who I will look at it, he folded, he put it in the pocket, he threw it in the pocket. He was home. That's what your asset. Where? I will know. So don't waste your time. The LSC is doing a good job. But nobody, now president will not do it because they believe that they are not accountable to the people. I can tell that the day of reckoning is near.
So Robert.
With the we are government in terms of auditing. Don't let them fool you. You see, I cannot be talking about staff from Elling. That's what they say staff from Taylor. And that's what they say staff from Doe. Or the regional general, or the fourth general. We're not going to do that. We're going to start when the we administration was 2018. What happened? When we leave, the people other post staff and the other post leave will start. We have to have a starting point. And our starting point will be for the job we administration.
Okay, so this platform, State of the Nation, has editorialized the subject matter, especially on that is on the LSCC. If there is any point of reneging, this platform believes it is a moment of test for the woman-led LSCC Councillor Alexandra Komazo. Leadership at LSCC. That is, if those who refusing to declare, and we said they should have no option, but if they should have option not to declare, then that means we are back to the old LSCC editorially.
And that's good. I don't know whether because the LSC are just pushing for prosecutorial power. I don't know whether before we were granted this power. But if they don't, they will have to get the police involved. Because I can remember, although it was a showmanship, they took my body for NTA, they said they arrested him, he came to the party up, and then I was charade. He let them 2 hours, they released him, he was passing all around, and that's it. So let them use their power. If that lady is serious, and she will be recognized in the fight against corruption, she must take that bold step. Reach out to most of them. If they refuse, have them arrested and bring them in from the court. And let them make sure that while they are going, let them tell us what they are carrying and what they brought in. Let's see whether they equated to that. Grace, the fight against corruption will start January 22nd for people to get audited for that whole 6 years that President Weah was in power for. Let them praise themselves for it. We are going to set up the asset recovery team that will go after the millions that were stolen.
Okay, Robert, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and hope to see you soon. Man, you don't. Yes, please, let's have a conversation soon on State of the Nation. We appreciate it. Robert Wilson, a former employee of the. I'm not taking calls right now. Just hold on. I don't like this. I'm going to be distracted. Listen to the Namibian First Lady. Then we'll open the lines because some of you will want to make reference to her observation between wealth and money.
They're very uncomfortable bedfellows because the one normally seeks the other. What is the point of having a lot of money if you have no power? So very quickly, rich people start trying to translate that wealth into power. They start cozying up to politicians. They start trying to be politicians. And the opposite is also true. What is the point of having all this power and you're poor? So politicians start trying to monetize their power into wealth. And that is where corruption starts. So the relationship between money and power really is one that, if not managed well, destroys countries. And it's a difficult relationship because the one inevitably leads to the other. And how do you manage that? We face that challenge now. I think as First Lady, the question I always get asked is, how are you going to make sure that your business interests don't conflict with your existing role? What my husband and I have decided is we're going to do declarations. It's not required of me, it's not required of him, but we will declare all of our assets. And in that way, people can know what you own, where it is. I don't want to hide through proxies. And they can see where the wealth that you have has been created and not have to suspect you each time you buy expensive things that you stole it from the people. So declaration of assets, transparency.
When would they clap for a Liberian public servant like that? That's the First Lady of Namibia. The president of Namibia is Hage Geingob. Hage Geingob is the president of Namibia, one of Africa's most stable country, and his wife is speaking. Under Namibian law, they're not supposed to declare asset. But she said, though we are not compelled by law to do it, we will do it to promote transparency. Who the Liberian public servant will ever do this, my people? Eh? Namibia is entirely desert, the Kalahari Desert. Their strength is fisheries. That's all they live on and other things. The law say they should not declare their asset. But they said no. When we do it, we're not being in violation of the law. It's just being on the safe side of the law, of the people to promote transparency. But our own, we got it written in black and white, debated, drafted, debated, voted upon, signed, and printed in handbill. But Liberian government official will say, I'm not doing it. Nobody can take me anywhere. And a renowned Liberian journalist just texted me and said, but Chris, how do you exit when you didn't enter? Yes, Ambassador Alfonso Towe. That's exactly the point. How do you exit when you did not enter? You took it to be, well, nobody, I don't owe it to anybody. You had a lame duck anti-corruption commission. Some of the commissioners stayed there, admitted that they took money to go this way, to go eastern, southeastern Liberia. They didn't go, they went to south, and everybody just danced about it. Eh? Right? Yes. So they will not do me anything. Now, a new breed of commissioners come, they say, well, we have to show to the people that we got tooth to bite, or teeth to bite. And nobody dares stand in our way. So they issued December 12th. So let's see now, what are these teeth have already been eaten up by 2-8 and see whether they will go after these people. Please remind me, you listeners, the day I come here and done between now and the 13th of December, the day I come here and don't mention a reminder to these government officials. I know someone will not say I take money. You know I've been tested before. You know I've been tested. And I rejected it and announced it to you. But I promised the president I would not call your name you wanted to offer me. And I turned it as a bribe to shut my mouth and to join your gallery to dance at the expense of the Liberian people. I have no regret. Absolutely no regret. So when we hear from this motivational speaker, then we open the lines. Those of you, and this one is coming to you people who are leaving, those presidential appointees who are leaving and those who are coming. Because those of you who are coming, some of you didn't even learn lessons from what the people are going through right now. Yes. So just listen to this motivational speaker. Then we'll open the lines.
It's nothing if it does not put food on the table of the poor man, if it does not create policies that advance good and improve society. At the end of your 8 years of being a senator, came out of the chamber with was a title, you never existed. You were a dead man walking. So today, if we count senators, we should stop counting titles, but count their impact in society. Do you see why the world system considers the church almost to be a nuisance? Because as far as they are concerned, we are just singing some hymns and praises and shouting up and down. They can't see our impact in the society. And so a generation must rise that have the power to create changes, physical and existential changes in society. That when you hear of a policy that resulted in advancement in society, they will trace it to a man that bears the name of the Lord. A generation must rise that has power to create possibilities that advances and improves society. Christianity is not just about singing hymns and praying. Christianity is about affecting and transforming a civilization. Jesus was speaking, and he didn't say you are the light of heaven. The Holy Ghost is the light of heaven. He said you are the light of the world. A city set upon the
So Magdalene is next. By the time we connect to report on what she's attending, then you, the public. Every day they make things look like Liberia is poor. You know, somebody told me, say, your boss man, they will go to your boss mail. And when they go there, that mail will get tell us that man is on his own. Those days when I used to sing. Magdalene, I'm trying to connect you.
Orange informs you that the subscriber you are trying to reach has switched off their phone or is out of
coverage area.
Please try again.
So I'm expecting your call. We keep calling one another, and then the line becomes jammed. So you're tuning in, Magdalene. Let's hear from you before we open the lines. Liberians must hear this, and they've heard it. Okay, so I've managed to contact Magdalene. Good afternoon to you, Mammy. How are you?
Yeah, just 2 seconds, let me tap up.
But you have, then you should have done that before, man. Let's hear you. Where are you? Hello? Hello? Magdalene, hello? Oh my God. So you will call me now. The public is ready. Too many calls coming in. Please hold on. Let me talk to my colleague. I just said, hold on. Let me. Yeah, bro. No, man. Today, power, when I open the line, each person 3 minutes. 3 minutes, oh, don't hurry. 3 minutes. Oh, yeah. After eating the people money now, he's snowing now. Oh my God. Oh, let's, yeah. Oh, Magdalene, man. Okay, so let me contact Magdalene finally. Yes, Maggie, how are you? Yes, how are you? Where are you today? Hello?
Yeah, are you getting me?
I'm getting you. I'm asking you your whereabouts.
Okay, so I was just at the Mama Point at the immigration building office there at Mama Point, and
Maggie, you want to increase the volume of the radio? Hello? Hello? Oh. Let me take. Okay, let's try again. Yes, hello. It's okay. You are coming in live, but you just stop.
my phone. Yeah. So
Magdalene, what's going on?
Yeah, so we had a press conference. I'm sorry. We had a press conference today at the immigration. You know, they are observing the security sector. They are also observing the 16 days active breathing, and we were called to cover the press conference. We had a wonderful conversation. So I'm here along with one of my colleagues from ECOWAS Radio, so we can do it together for the next few minutes.
So let me talk to your colleague. What's your name?
Okay, I'm Christine Romero from ECOWAS Radio.
Christine, how are you? Long time.
Yeah, I'm good.
Now tell us what it means for this occasion that you guys just attended, and women in the media that are pushing higher, and it's unstoppable. Tell me your impression.
Okay, is the International Law Organization, IDLO, with support from the United States agency, and the supporting the Nigerian Female Law Enforcement Association, LIFE, and the Gender and Security National Task Force, GSSNT, and they are having this press conference in observance of the 16 days of activism, which they started a program on Wednesday where they will bring several key stakeholders and speakers who will be telling us about some of the challenges women in the security sector have faced. But at the past times, they will be also telling us about their challenges as well and way forward as well.
Okay, so this question is generic, and anybody can answer. What all these interventions by you female journalists or your inclusion in some of these activities, are you taking track of whether or not it's really falling on fertile ground?
Yes, you just put it right. That was one of my questions I posed to Madam Councilor Atatu by Kenneth. asking whether all of these advocates have, is actually yielding fruits. And she said, reluctantly, she said yes, but the still we still have 3% of female in the security sector, which is is a little bit contradicting because the security sector, too many men is male dominated. So we only have 3%. So they are calling on authorities, they are calling on stakeholders, they are calling on even those who are in higher positions, male, to give women the opportunity. Those who are qualified, these are some of the things that they really stress on. Let them give women, those who are qualified, let them sit at the decision-making table. They should not be like they have only 30 positions for them. The only certain position for them will be financial secretary or other kind of position. But she served as ID before. She served at the Liberia National Police. She served in other positions within the security sector. So at her level now, she's convinced. Yeah, she's convinced that there are other women who can serve in those positions. So the male counterpart should give women the opportunity who are qualified, and they're also encouraging more women. It should not be like a male thing, a male stuff. Like, for example, I'm in the media, I understand the challenges that women go through, and then some men will be saying, no, you can't do this, you can't go to this, you can, it's election and what have you, so it's fun, so you can go this, yes, you can't go that place, no. But it should be something like, yes, you can do it, she's qualified. Because my concern was, is it because women they don't hold those positions because they are mentally, physically weak? She said no. They have women who are, qualified. They are mentally and physically strong for the position, and they should be given opportunity. Anything you want to add on?
Yes, I want to hear from Christine on this subject matter. Christine, why are you people tracking the achievements? All this is like it's just a normal business as usual.
Well, according to the coordinator, Madam Kenneth, she spoke highly of women and encourage women to be part of the security sector, but then she stressed the point that they should be qualified. If women are fighting for a place at the decision-making table, they should be qualified to compete with the men as well. So because it's gender, it's both male and female. So that's it.
So 1 minute each. Let me do it this way. Let me dramatize it. Your call for female participation in politics or in journalism is like equated to the shepherd boy. He just stands in the wilderness and shout, "Oh!" and wolf, wolf, wolf. When everybody goes there, nothing is threatening him.
No, don't say nothing. Something is there. So it was I asked this question. You just put it right. I asked this question: how does it look like? How the recruitment process is like? And Madam, Madam Saah, who is the coordinator for the gender security sector, said every institution has a criteria set that they use the criteria to recruit anyone who wants to enter within that institution. Okay. So if these women come and they are qualified, they meet the criteria, yes, they will be accepted. If they don't meet the criteria, that means you have to go and build all yourself. Or if they have some consideration depending on what the institution was and will build your capacity. So some of us here are common examples. Yes, I done a radio station before. I taught on radio, but I was in a or talk hope, at this level. So training, talking to me, and all of those, if I say building, let me just put it out, they help me a lot. So it depends on what the institution is, requiring or requesting from these women.
Okay.
And they can,
Let me-
give it some consideration, and they can improve and be the very best version of their life.
Let me talk to Christine on this one. Christine, I believe no one is chasing you after you people. Just standing in the wilderness and say, "Oh, they after me when they come." Nobody. Who is stopping women from participating in any sphere of our national existence? Let's hear you in 1 minute.
Okay, so the goal here is to encourage more women to be part of the security sector. It could be the fire force, the national fire force, the national police, and even the armed forces of Liberia, to encourage more women to be part of the security sector, in the security sector.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much for your participation on the show, and I wish you guys the best in your advocacy.
All right, you can follow FM for more detail on what was said today at the immigration office.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Magdalene and Christine. Christine is from ECOWAS Radio. Now the hour has come. Don't worry, I'll open the lines. As soon as you hear the money eater snowing on his bed, then I'll open the lines. What they never wanted you to hear, now you heard it. And those of you who want more of this one, go on, just Google Africa Intelligence. Hey, listen to that man. Let me take this caller. Caller, hello. Yes, how are you? What's your name? Moses, this is not why you keep calling, backing. If you open that line, I will not take it call. Now, thank God you went off. Let me take the next call. Hello? 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 Oh, my goodness. Hello? Yes, let's hear you. What's your name? Let's hear you. No, your line is bad, Chief. Your line is bad. We got to readjust it. Sorry about that. Yes, let's start from this one. Hello? 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 I don't know whether I'm the cause, but yes, I don't know. The calls are not coming through. I don't know whether I'm the cause. And hello? Hello? Oh, is anybody experiencing call problem today? Huh? Hello? The line is bad, Chief. I can't take the call. I don't know whether I'm the cause. Hello? 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 Yeah, I'm good. What's your name? No, sorry. I have to cut this phone off and then restart. I'm sorry. I have to restart. I don't know what's the problem. The phone is activated, but the calls are not going through. I don't know what is the problem. Okay, so yes, what they know I want you. These are the areas we talk about: Transitional Information Center, Bucket is in the U.S., meets investors and politicians. Bucket's plan on the mining sector. Those of you who are enriching yourself, well, let's see what the next president is going to do. WIA has reportedly launched investigation in the mining sector, and the readout from the African Intelligence has indicted Finance Minister Samuel Tuel, who initiated, orchestrated a plan, and the 17.5 million is missing, according to the readout. Liberia Anti-Corruption Commission sets December 12 as deadline for exit asset declaration by outgoing government officials. These and much more, of course, you were part of it. Now, this is the time for you to be part. I don't know, but I just talked to Magdalene freely. Okay, let me call the number again, 077-5144-278. My own man, how far can get through today? It's 5744-278. Okay, let's call. Hello? 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 Yes, what's your name? Cooper, if you're monitoring, you have to come in studio. Hello, what's your name? You're still not coming clear. Let me try the next person. Hello? Cooper, you need to come in studio urgently. Yes, hello? Yeah? Let's hear you.
Right. You see, there's something we call intro and outro. When we give a news or a story, there must be an intro before an outro. Those who they are asking to get the outro to, they did not produce any intro. How will then they produce an outro?
Well, that is the burden of not the outgoing, but the LSCC, because we're going to hold their feet to fire.
Of course, but yes, if you don't have an intro, and then we look at that president and compare it with your salary, and it does not commensurate with what you own, then we will clean it. Don't call it witch hunting. Don't call this thing witch hunting because you did not declare answer when you were entering. Now you cannot get what you have accumulated during the period of time. So now we're going to look at it and look at your salary and tell you, my brother or my sister, it does not work what you were making. So therefore, we'll seize this one and put it on the government.
Those three horses you have in your compound, what's your salary like?
When you talk about those three houses, my salary, I'm not going to disclose it because I'm not with government as a government appointee. But what happened is that
No, they think it comes from director level to appointee. Not because what are you talking?
But I'm not a director. But each one of those houses brought another house. So as I get the rentage, I kept it until I managed to build another. So that what happens along the line. So if I get a government position, I will declare my answer that three houses will pass car. At least for you, you get house, you get car. You know, and that's it. I declare my children.
My man, go away, man. You want to declare your children too? All right. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much. Now let me call an alternative number: 077 88 13001. 077 88 13001. Again, 077 88 13001. The alternative number to call. Let's hear this caller. Hello? Yes. Power College, close to my residence. How you doing, my brother? Hello? Hello? Okay, so I will take this one. Hello? Yeah, hold on. Let me deal with this person. Hello? Chief, yeah, just hold on. Let me talk to that person. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Let's hear you quickly. Let's hear you. Oh, okay. Let me take this caller. Hello? Yep. Couple, let's hear you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take this caller. Hello? Hello? Yeah, let's hear you. What's your name? Jerry Kafuan, let's hear you. Yeah. Mama, listen to me, Gafua. These are the Gafua. These are the last kick of a dying horse. Don't dare stand in front of the kick. People will say something that maybe after 1 year they will say, oh, but I mean, was saying all these things. Yeah, so just leave all those things. Yeah, thank you. Let me take the next caller. Hello. Yeah. Let's hear you, Bambella. Let's hear you, Chief.
You know, what you said, it is something that some of us have been requesting for, and thank God that prayer is getting better now. Because the issue about the oil is declaring assets, when you're telling people sometimes, they see that, you know, we were somebody who were against the state, because normally the hard is support all there. We are against the state, we're enemy of the state. How will you be advancing somebody and they take it to the enemy? They fail to understand or to take some pieces of advice from some of you people that will see government and know how government wrong and know the in and out of the government process. That is today now, the process that we're heading to now, they are demand to do that. Still on their part, someone has to tell their hotel will visit all to government where someone will be going there to work there for government. Because you cannot come into government without declaring assets and living without declaring, they're not government. We have to be serious. But however the case is, this is Mama Labro.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me take the next caller. Thank you. Thank you. Let me take the next caller. Hello? Yeah, let's hear you quickly. Leave all the pleasantries and just go straight into it. I just told you, leave all the pleasantries because of the phone condition. Yeah.
The issue of availability in this country has been a serious problem. This is why some of us, in the 6 years of President Weah regime, we have said the budget of our country has not really been functional. The reason is very simple. Because before you do budget allocation, people must be able to present to you performance report. And over the years, these things have not been happening. Now, the outgoing government, we as Liberians, we are saying to the incoming government, it is only prudent enough So under the outgoing government, it is by law. No government official that is outgoing will say they cannot declare their assets because by right, the incoming government should know exactly what they have been doing with public funds. They should know exactly what they have been doing with public resources. So, Uncle Chris, I don't see the issue of accountability as wisdom as some of our colleagues are saying from across the road.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take this caller. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I'm Fofi Kamara calling from Tuporo.
Fofi, quickly, let's hear you.
Yeah, okay. So, the access declaration before SS, I think the LCC meanwhile, the form part of, the origin of this government. The problem is, if the government fail, and it is fail, but the delivery refused to follow the past government, that is the Ellen Johnson regime, and then they have reached the time now that they need to be audited, and if the name arises that, they must declare their assets before SA, I think the LACC is in no wrong of carrying on this exercise. So I just want to appreciate the LACC for their hard work. I listened to them this morning on True FM. I mean, they got the power of, doing prosecution if they fail and there's a deadline. So I think the outgoing, officials must abide by this. Let them serve as precedent for this country so that at least this country can be on the path of, other African countries doing the right thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Let me take this call coming in. 077-514-4278 and 077-881300. This caller. Hello? Hello? Yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for your program, man. I'm calling from Bagley.
What's your name, Chief?
I'm Darrell.
Darrell, let's hear you.
The one other caller said, we always give the performance report. That this are lacking in the system of the Liberian governance, So this week, everybody should declare their asset while leaving, and while coming in, you must declare your asset. God will know what you carry in government and how you coming out of government. Because most people do that in there, they ignore it, they go there and get fabulous, wealth without accountability. That man who was talking saying that he didn't LCC, the Liberian people will do it. The outgoing government, he didn't do it. Nobody is above the law. The law says declare your asset while you're going out. And give everyone note to the police station are coming in there. Don't come on. If government say you want to get it, law with you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's good that you reminded me on my list here. Tomorrow I'll be lecturing on the preparation of 10 over notes. Let me hear this caller. Hello? Yes. Yes.
Uncle Chris said thank you. Uncle Chris, let me say this. But in order to get a good society, people must be whole or accountable for what they have when it comes to public policy. You cannot go into public area without you declaring anything. Then you want to leave, you don't want to declare. And this is what we are telling the incoming government, Ambassador Joseph Yuma Bwaka. We should first start with the head. Because when we start with the head, then when we're coming down, we know how we're coming down. I don't want for the next government to only start with those chicken are down there. Because the former president is a mastermind.
No, don't say former president. Hey, man, what's your problem? My man, listen to me. Hey, that's the ordinary talk show platform. I beg you. This is a responsible platform, and the president has to be respected on this one. Whether outgoing or incoming.
The outgoing president started this from the beginning. From the day he took over January 22nd, 2018, President William refused to tell our black people what he entered into government with. So because of that, most of the ministers and agencies of government and directors, they sacrificed the same procedure. So in order to get them coming back, they must start with President Weah. That's the only way we'll be able to get them. If with this one, we'll say, if Joseph Human Burger refused to audit this government after his inauguration, Chris will put the next story again for a president being elect, and right after inauguration, our president resign from his seat.
Thank you. Thank you very much. This Africa intelligence. All the money you spend on public relations, you can't handle this one publication, the one media, online media house in Paris. You misled this president. And those of you who are all jumping here and there, this entity, this publication, from my own analysis as a public relations expert, this entity is doing PR for Seelle money. Because all their reports online go to Africa intelligence as if they form it just on Liberia mining sector. All the people here are taking to Ghana doing all the things. You got it one, but it is good that Samuel Toy admitted that they lost the propaganda war recently when he spoke at MICAT press briefing. And that is what an arrogant government official will always admit at the dying minute of everything. Let me take this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I am fine. My name is Bendu calling from Single Village.
Bendu, let's hear you, ma'am.
Yes, I just want to say thank you in studio there for this information, because the Nigerian people been full for a long time, my brother. Yeah, we've been full for a long time. The people been using our resources, taking it, doing all lot of things, making people suffering in their business. We just want to commend you in studio there for the information that you're giving to the Nigerian people. Let God bless you. Give us more information so that we'll be updated, we'll know what's moving on, and the more energy people in.
Let me tell you one. Let me tell you another one that just coming in. Or not necessarily coming in since October. And they don't want you to hear this one. We are facing attribution threat from Seelle over ArcelorMittal deal. And it will cost, if nothing is done, it will cost the government of the Republic of Liberia $2 billion to pay to Seelle for canceling an agreement. And I know the president might not be aware of some of these deals. They finished, that is the point this guy was talking about. This, what the guy name? Robert Wilson. Thank you, man. Let me take this caller from this end. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon, Chris.
Chief, let's hear you, sir.
This is L'Associate Roland Robert.
Let's hear you from the United People's Party.
Thank you so much for this information you are giving out. And I think you have done your best. And you are one of those we can be proud of in this country.
Oh, we don't sit here to insult and wish people death. We gave information. Yes.
You don't do that at all, and that is not even called for. We can do all our politicking, but we should respect each other as Liberians. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to ask you: a vehicle coming in, you don't check the vehicle while it's entering. Then it's going out, and you are checking, and you want to check it. So how do you determine what they brought in?
So, Mr. Troba, your concern is just as mine and others.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to measure the effectiveness of this LECC.
Okay.
Because they have the power now. Yeah. And who I am to say, no, I will not listen to the one that has the power for me to declare to. Who I am.
Yeah, they have the power in there.
Yes.
They can do everything. They have prosecutorial power.
Exactly.
They need to go to the length of this whole situation, because if the past government to say it's not audited, I think the incoming government will start to have problems right after the inauguration, because that credibility, people will have doubt, just as people doubted the CDC government and even the international community. I understood that the president-elect has gone out there to talk to some investors. The investors will only muster the courage to come to invest when they see
Based on your laws, how you prosecute people who violate your laws. Those are ingredients that people will be safe. I mean, say now when I go over there, I will get justice.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And then investment will start to boom. But I have no doubt that the Gambwakai, who I know very well, the Baptist people, just like President Thomas was the Baptist preacher, and all of us saw what he did. Those his end was so pathetic, but I know we Baptist people, we can do the best we can do. And
Thank you.
No doubt the Gambwakai will do the best for this country.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Solway Investment Group has told the Liberian president to either provide compensation after a secret deal that handed its iron ore mining license to ArcelorMittal or face attribution that could cost the government of Liberia $2 billion. Just sit down there when we talk. We don't use our platform to insult rich people deaf. We gave information. Then let the government public relations arm come to counter. You can't say that one publication is just on you. On you. You can't repeal it. You call yourself a certain government. You can't repeal it with all the public relation guru you have for information to Maritime. Eh? But they tell us, say, every year you purchase police uniform as if we're not on the ground. Every year we can buy police uniform as if we're not on the ground. The ones that are not on the ground, that want instilling this kind of giving the kind of information to the public through our medium. You can't counter them. You can't repel these attacks. But maybe this is how Mr. President wanted to end it up. Let's hear you. Yes, Emma Hammer from Kakata, yeah.
I'm worried that this outgoing or plenty that will be audited. Because when you are looking for power and after you submit, you declare your after declaration. They want to know those are living now. When they ever declare an asset. Because it always starts to come into the root who have judgment now to go in power as well. It will be the CEOs to it will not be the CEOs to or the regime or the Joseph Walker. So it is good that they both declare asset because other things will go and call up providing things. Other internet for things, other things is very important to us. We want to know what you tell when you're living out. We want to know what is now the current regime of 6 years excellency. Then the next thing you overcreate. We want to Ambassador Paul when they use our company, and he said he does that. But if I have not the content to wear America or all the ability that is here. But today, you will say, but I have one give a meditation. We say, I'm comfortable. Just put it as you're not going to be a brother, I mean, as president. We are nobody. As the other thing, so we do all we are normal. Are we all going to tell ourselves?
Don't mind them, man. Don't mind them. Let someone else just go for malaria test. The one who will tell them they themselves. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let me take two from this end and take two from the other end. This caller. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. You on the radio. How did I tell you? This caller. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Chris. How you doing?
Yes, Brian, how are you? I know you've tried to get on the other line with no way, but you got a route, another route.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You know, when anything that happens in the night when they rest or break, you can't hold it. Yes, and when the late William was alive, he had a series of programs. He said something. He said when someone was vice president for 18 years, during that
happen with E, you step on toes just to get the country going. But because
Hold on.
some of us would not want a rapid transformation, want instant and usual. So the only thing the president-elect can do is to put a seat down. Put a seat down. Not only to deal with the power position, but the way he will treat this kind of position. Maybe in the next 100 days, people will know that he's here and he's not somebody to rebel with easily. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So we can take the last one from this end. The last one is a female, Deborah Plaki. Good afternoon. Deborah, good afternoon. Oh, I thought Deborah. Yeah, let's hear you. You said what's your name? Okay, Prosper. Let's hear you.
Okay, let me say thank you so much for the topic point. This is something I would really expect from our media institutions to be accessible with such information. But on the other hand, you see other people going around about attacking our leaders. You've been speaking about Jesus Baka illness from the very day of campaign up to today. You're still speaking about illness. What will you gravitate for that? At this point, we should be talking about good governance. We should be praying for the president-elect to govern us well.
Hello? Sorry, you slip out. Hello? Yeah, you are the last caller. Let's hear you. Let's hear you. Huh? Yo. Thank you. Let me talk to Deborah. I can't take calls anymore, but I have to do this one for Deborah. She's been trying and she was on. She slipped out. I don't know. That's why I don't like a bad new phone. Because it's just the same thing. Just the same thing. Okay, so I can't take calls anymore. Thanks for listening. And it was wonderful. We had to do this one. What some people don't want you to know, we had to do it, and it's a national cause. So, thanks to all of you for participating. I had to do this one to hear this female caller, since she's the ambassador extraordinary, plenipotentiary, replacing David Koti. Let's hear Deborah Plaki. Deborah, you're live. Yes, how are you? Where are you calling me from?
I'm calling you from Kingswood.
Okay, let's hear you.
Okay, let me say thank you for the information, but it's deleted.
Why?
2 weeks ago, I tried calling you to give you that information, but I was not going through. This is some of the reasons that we've been saying that the government was not in the interest of us. And those that did not know, they thought that we just against the government because we want to talk against the government. How will you be so wicked to do such a thing to us? How will the incoming president undo what you have done? It's not possible. And if the incoming president will undo it, it means that it will cost like a whole lot. Why must it be so wicked to us?
Just brace yourself for it.
You are already sold the country. That's why you tell it, or you are already sold the country. Something that the entire country is supposed to benefit, 3 or 4 persons benefited from it, and that's the end.
Yeah.
But for me, I can promise them they will have their days in court. Whatsoever properties they bought and Chris, I will find a time to come in studio there. president, we will retrieve the property one by one. You can even put it in your girlfriend or in your children, they will retrieve it. Because they've been so wicked to us. Even our unborn generation will not even have something to live on tomorrow. How must you be wicked like that to us?
No, something is there. Look, Waragisi, that was attempted upon in July, but this government was denied, and Waragisi is untouched. So you got something? I see you, man. I see you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So we have to be seeing these things here as part of the peace and reconciliation after the election. See you on tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tuesday. It is on December 5, 2023. Tomorrow we talk a little bit on the speakership at the legislature, the pro tem, the Senate, and the speakership at the House of Representatives. Good night.
It happens when we allow freedom ring, when we let it ring from every village and every hamlet, we will be able to speed up that day when all of God's children, black men and white men, Jews and Gentiles, Protestants and Catholics, will be able to join hands and sing in the words of the old Negro spiritual, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
Freedom is